How's it going, guys? Welcome back to episode 3 of the trail building series. Today we're going to be making a long ass skinny. We found this log right here right next to this main line. It's probably about 50 feet almost. We're going to bring the electric chainsaw in here, just cut some marks to make it grippy. We finished building this little up ramp out of like rocks and then dirt on top. We're just going to give this a try without all the flattening out of that log. So we'll see how it goes. So we made some adjustments and we kind of like lengthened this up ramp a little bit more. Our back tire was kind of slipping off right about here, and now we should be able to get on without doing that. So hopefully that fixes our problem, makes this a little bit easier to ride. Alright, so the chainsaw didn't work out. It's not powerful enough to even cut these little notches. So we're going with the handsaw, and we're just gonna cut these and then kind of whack them with the sledgehammer, and they come out, and then we'll try and flatten down the whole thing. Change of plans, we figured out this end of the stump is rotting, so we can take this whole stump part off, and you come on at the side where your back wheel almost always slips off right here. We're gonna have it come on straight so that it's a straighter shot and your back wheel won't slide off as easily. So due to some property line issues, we decided that it wouldn't be worth it to build more trails over where we were building them. And so now we're at this new spot. It's a lot bigger, there's not as much elevation change, but it should be really good for flow lines and stuff. So we're gonna, instead of like kind of building trails willy-nilly and just building random trails, we're gonna focus on one trail at a time, and we're all gonna put work into it at the same time so that we can have better flow trails and just more fun. All right, so when we found these trails, we were scouting out the location and we found what used to be a dirt jump, and now we're turning this into 2 rollers, and then there's gonna be a berm, and then our biggest jump line is going to start. Alright, so we're at the trails, and today we're just kind of making some adjustments. We're going to build up this pile of dirt more and make it a little bit smoother. Then we have the doubles way over there. We're gonna shape those into a lip and a landing. So we built up the roll-in all the way up to that point on the rock, and we soaked it with a bunch of water. And so now we're just kind of waiting for all that water to soak in, and we're gonna reshape it, take all the stuff that fell to the bottom, and just throw it on top, pack it down. But while we wait for that to soak in, we're getting to work on the berm over here. We have to move the very first part of the berm in a little bit, because you come in right about here, but the berm is over there. So we're moving that in, digging this part out and putting that stuff on top of the berm. Okay, so the other day I came over here and I fixed one of the lips so that it was actually a lip instead of just a roller that was shaped roughly into a lip. So now it's actually a functioning takeoff, and I smooth packed it and everything and made it super smooth. And so now I'm going to be doing the same thing with the landing, making it into a defined landing and smooth packing it and all that to make these jumps look good. Now that I have this kind of roughly shaped, I'm going to take most of this dirt, shovel it into some buckets and bring it over to the berm, because that's where we're going to be using it. I'll be using it to make the berm a little bit taller. So before before I try riding this line with the whole new lip and landing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all this dirt that I got from those, and I'm going to build up this berm so it's higher in the middle, right about like here. I just want to make it bigger because with this line, you kind of get a lot of your speed from the roll-in at the beginning, and I want to make it so that you can carry your speed throughout the whole line and you don't have to pedal as much. Alright, so this is how much progress I've made on the berm so far. And so what I'm doing is I'm kind of stacking up I'm taking the dirt and I'm just slapping it on the back of the berm to make the top of the berm wider. And that way I can put more dirt on the top of the berm, which in turn makes it taller. Since it just rained for a few hours, instead of putting more dirt on the berm and packing it down, I'm just gonna try and dig out this spot right here, because the dirt just sticks to my shovel and my feet, so it's not really worth trying to pack it down. So instead I'm just gonna get this whole thing loose, pile up all the dirt right here, and then wait for a more dry day to build up the berm some more. Guys, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. Make sure to tune in to the next video in 2 weeks when we continue building at this line. We're gonna keep on building it with like bike park jumps and stuff like that. It's gonna kind of be like a black rated trail, so make sure to tune into that. Thanks for watching.